Hey, you going guys and girls, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a few little repairs on the HQ sedan. Got a few little things to do on the parcel shelf, and yeah, let's get to it. Alright, first we got to pat the cat, give her a good pat. But yeah, this is the one that we're going to be repairing today. As you can see, it's had the usual butchered speaker holes. And it's also got some really strange dents and stuff, so yeah, we're going to have to do something about that because they look pretty damn ugly. But yeah, if we come around this side as well, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but which one is it? Yeah, it's this one. It's got a few little dents just through there that we'll have to smooth out. And yes, over on this side, much the same. Got a few little dents here, some through here, and yeah, that mess. So yes. It is usually pretty common for these cars, or for them to have these sort of circular areas here bashed out when they have gas tanks fitted, but yeah, this car's never been on gas ever, so yeah, there's no evidence of the car even being on gas, even if they had the filler hidden. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what they were doing under there, but yeah, we'll just have to address that. And yeah. Alright, so I've got the patches all cut out. They all fit. I've had them clear coat in. The other one's clear coat in. But yeah, this is where it started out. Just with a bit of cardboard. So McCain's, you've done it again. It's just an old frozen pizza box. Eat a few of them. The gut probably shows it. But yeah, that's where it all started from. So yeah, just something like that. Transfer it to steel and yeah, give the steel a little bit of a tickle up. I ended up just putting a slight little bend just in there just to match this shape. But yeah, I can now clean up this area here. Can then obviously mark it all out, cut it, and yeah, start the fitting process. It's funny sometimes, I've pre-drilled my 1/8 holes for the clecos into the patch, and there's an old hole there from whatever speaker they had, and just out of pure coincidence, that fits. How's that? Alright, so I've got everything cut, both sides, cleaned with the metal conditioner, weld through primed on where the plug welds will go. So just like that on both sides. And if we come to the front of the shed, that's them there. So yep, both the patch panels, again, brand new steel, cleaned with the metal conditioner. And then weld through primed on those side bits. So yeah, now they're ready to tack in, and yeah. That's those speaker holes all finished off. Not looking too bad, I don't think. Should definitely do the job. Much better than the ugly torn up ones that were in there. Now all I'm going to be doing is just straightening out these areas here, because obviously there's a fair few dents and stuff that I've shown you earlier before. So we've got a few more here as well. Just hammer and dolly those up. And a few more back through here, a few more holes to weld up. But yeah, should come up pretty well. spot. So I don't think I've done any videos on this one before, but I'm going to shrink, because I've hammered these up and there's a little bit of a high spot, and I've just hammered them up. And because I can't get in there with the shrinking disc, I'm going to use a carbon rod, which I'll show you in a little bit. It's just a cheap sort of dent puller, and this is one of the attachments that I've got for it. Might bring it just a little bit closer. That'll do. Basically what we're going to do is, so we're just going to shrink that down just a little bit. Might just turn that up just a bit. Pretty happy with that one. So go to this one. that can do that for those ones, I reckon. So yeah, just gave them a little bit of a shrink. And yeah, so now there's not a big bulge there anymore. Yeah. Very good. This is the dent puller that I've been using. This is just a cheap eBay one. There's the brand there. This is what I just did the carbon rod shrinking with. Because obviously this is your hand piece. There's the carbon rod. But yeah, I find these probably the better style of not spot welder, dent puller. Just because they take these as well, which basically you weld that onto your panel, and there's your slide hammer. So yeah, definitely saves a lot of time over the stud gun style. So instead of welding studs all over the panel and then trying to pull them, yeah, you just zap that on and give it a pull. Yeah, I've had this one for a couple of years now, and yeah, it's been a pretty good little machine for what it is. Obviously you can adjust the timer, get you a little bit closer, adjust the timer, power adjust. Yeah, and then it's got a few sort of functions where you can sort of just skip through it, and yeah, it'll give you a lot. So what is it, F8 would be for the carbon rod. So if you just cycle through the function mode, it'll come up with F8 on here, and then it will have the power. So yeah, it sort of just gives you like a bit of like a baseline sort of setting for that sort of stuff. But yeah, I sort of just usually just find what works and just stick with it. So yeah, and not really much else to say about it, really. I think this one cost me around the $380 Australian, shipped to my door. So yeah, not overly expensive in comparison to some of them where they're over, you know, $12, $15, $2,000. Yeah, like, yeah, they get pretty expensive, these little boxes. But yeah, just for at home use, I find this one's really good. Anyway, carry back on with the job. So here's the old ones. As you can see, that one looks like it's been chewed by a rat. Same with this one. And over here, we got them all smoothed out again. So looking pretty flush, I reckon. That'll all look pretty good once it's all blasted and in epoxy. So yes, pretty happy with that one. Doesn't look too out of place, and no ugly holes. So yeah, now we just need to cut some holes in it for some speakers. Just joking, that's not going to happen. But yeah, that'd probably do it for that one. Had a few little holes to weld up just along the back here as well, just because someone had fitted I think it was a VK Commodore back seat in it at some stage. Yeah, not sure. But yeah, what's happened to this one will end up happening to this one as well, because this one's had some pretty big holes cut in it. So yeah, when the time comes, of course. Got a few other things I want to do with this one first, so if you're a regular of the channel, you'll know about that. And yeah, probably wrap us up for today.